Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. A Pakistani man has been convicted of planning to kill President Donald Trump and other prominent US politicians 2 years ago at the behest of Iran. The Department of Justice said Asif Merchant was accused of trying to recruit people in the US in a plan targeting Trump and others in retaliation for Washington's killing of Iranian military commander Qasem Soleimani in 2020, when Trump was in his first term. Merchant was convicted of murder for hire and attempting to commit an act of terrorism transcending national boundaries, directed by the Iranian authorities. US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has said the United States could remove sanctions from more Russian oil a day after Washington issued a 30-day waiver allowing the sale of Russian crude, currently stranded at sea, to continue to India. Bessent told Fox Business's Kudlow program that the US may unsanction other Russian oil. He said there are hundreds of millions of sanctioned barrels of sanctioned crude on the water, and in essence, by unsanctioning them, Treasury can create supply. The war in Iran has entered its second week amid intensifying violence and uncertainty, while Israel expanded attacks into Lebanon, displacing hundreds of thousands. The conflict has spread beyond Iran's borders. Israel has targeted both Iranian and Lebanese sites, including Hezbollah positions in Beirut, prompting an unprecedented evacuation of the city's southern suburbs. Explosions were reported across Israel as defenses intercepted Iranian missiles and drones. The UAE, Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, and Saudi Arabia also faced fresh attacks. Iran retaliated with strikes on Israel and Gulf states hosting US military installations. The United States Central Command has alleged that Iran carried out attacks on 12 different countries and deliberately targeted civilians. The CENTCOM commander said Iran used attack drones against residential areas in Bahrain and conducted 7 drone strikes on residential neighborhoods. According to the CENTCOM, Iran intentionally targeted civilian populations in the Middle East, adding that the attacks on civilians in the region are unacceptable and will receive a response. US President Donald Trump has made it clear that there will be no deal with Iran except unconditional surrender. In a social media post a week after launching the war alongside Israel, Trump said, "Once Iran accepts defeat and a great and acceptable new leader is chosen, the United States and its allies would help rebuild Iran's economy." Trump also said he wanted to be personally involved in selecting Iran's next leader. Israeli forces claim to have destroyed a secret underground bunker in Tehran, once used by Iran's supreme leader, Ali Khamenei. According to the Israel Defense Forces, about 50 aircraft dropped more than 100 munitions on the complex beneath a leadership compound in the Iranian capital. Israeli media reported that senior Iranian officials were inside the bunker when it was struck. The facility had continued to function as an emergency command center even after Khamenei was assassinated last week. The United States has urged Sri Lanka not to repatriate Iranian sailors rescued after a US submarine sank an Iranian warship this week. The frigate Iris Dina was torpedoed near the southern Sri Lankan port city of Galle, killing dozens of crew members. Sri Lanka has rescued 32 survivors and also detained 208 sailors from another Iranian naval vessel, Iris Bushehr. According to a US diplomatic cable, Washington has asked Anura Kumara Dissanayaka's government not to repatriate the sailors to Iran. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.